Oh, it was almost fully correct. Hello, my friends, and
Charlotte.
welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We hope you're doing wonderfully tonight. Before we get started, a few announcements, and those announcements are as follows and thusly. Number one, if you hear any banging in the background, I apologize. That was my father hammering the I think the under paneling for our shed roof that we put on this weekend. Number two, though, other shows here on the channel. We got a lot of other shows here on the channel. Wednesday, if you like Wild West, if you like Stone Geniekin Lesbians, Wild Ambition.
If you watched last week's Futurama episode and said, hey, you could make a D&D campaign like that, and then said, wait a minute, we should do a Pathfinder campaign instead, that's basically the Wednesday campaign.
Haha. Yeehaw.
I haven't watched the new
Hi.
Futurama. How is it?
Well, have you watched the new
Emma.
Futurama?
Yeah, I've not watched
Futurama.
I have not watched the new Adventures of Fry and Leela.
It feels very much like the original series.
That's good. But yeah, so Wednesday, Wild Ambition, Yeehaws, and Ada Oz all around. Then, on Friday, we have the Astral Calling, our spell-jamming space adventure. Come and see the now as a animated GIF emote, Evie. Look at this Evie in a Tupperware, chat.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Oh my god, it looks like an ice cream
I
sandwich.
paid money to subscribe to the channel and you beat me to it.
Oh.
Looks like an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, Chad still feels bad about the lid, but it's to keep her safe. She's wasted.
That's our wasted GIF instead of like the Grand Theft Auto
Yeah.
wasted. It's just
Just
Tupperware.
Evie in a Tupperware.
Evie in a Tupperware. So if you want to... Oh god. We had first we had the Evie in the Tupperware, and then last week we had the fridge for a bit.
Yeah. If you want to see Evie on ice,
Ooh.
go watch the week before last.
I mean, I've taught myself how to make these GIFs. I'm still taking requests.
Do it.
Oh no.
A little Charlotte.
I mean, we got two more
Aw.
left, so...
Oh, I can just imagine a little flask with a little spider Charlotte in it. Just going,
Must resist the urge to shake it. Must resist the urge to shake it.
Shaken, not stirred. Speaking of shaken, not stirred, Saturday, Salt and Strategy will be off this week because of something else going on that we'll talk about in a second. Then, Sunday, we have Stardew Sunday / Sunhaven Sunday. Will, Sarah, Emily, Aubrey playing some Sunhaven together. Will we continue the main story? One day we will.
I'm kind of, in a way, doing the main story on top of romancing characters. It's, I can multitask.
Mm-hmm. And, chat, you'll be very glad to know that Sarah is not going after someone to fix in this one.
Just someone to take care of.
Yeah.
Oh.
But why aren't we having Salt and Strategy Saturday? Well, because on Saturday we've partnered up with Nat20 Productions to do a charity stream for Rainbow Railroad. I can talk and say words. Zoe's going to be on that, playing a character that I still have to make with her. Someone's a very busy person.
The concept is done.
The concept is done, and like the mechanics are pretty much done. I just need to talk to you, and like we need to go through it all.
I know. I've been AWOL. I touched some grass. It was great.
Yeah? How was touching the grass? Was it good?
Touching the grass was great. I got the first sunburn of my life. I didn't think I could get sunburn. Just
Girl, me too.
sunburnt.
There was no grass. It's a lie. It was all desert.
We were literally in the river.
Well, it's a good thing that you often find crystals in the desert. And thus that's why we didn't have a thing on the weekend, because it was Crystal Calf was away with Zoe camping.
The worst sunburn I ever got, I spent most of my time underwater, and I still got a sunburn. So
Has anyone ever gotten sun poisoning?
Yikes.
Yeah, there it is, Sarah. You know how it is, where it
Oh,
feels like you have a fever
no.
and you're sick and you're shaking.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Was
terrible.
out for 3 days in bed, unable to move, couldn't
Yep.
cool down no matter how much I iced.
I couldn't even eat. I was
And
awful.
the idea of
Oh.
trying to function in any way was astronomically horrid.
Yeah. I had also burned like the tops of my feet.
Oh, I've done that.
And then trying to get my feet back into shoes afterwards. Also to say, Zoe, I'm so sorry you are nursing your
It's
first
awful.
sunburn.
It's
I
Well, I don't like. I don't. It's just much darker. Like I don't know if you can even tell, but like it was rather red. It was rather red. So just to be like, what? I don't. That doesn't happen
UVs,
to me.
though. Those UVs, though.
So annoying.
the sun
Yeah,
is a deadly laser.
It is a deadly laser. I put on 3 layers of sunscreen, like 3 different sunscreens throughout the day. Yesterday, I was up in Santa Barbara, and I still got burned.
It's
Function on anything less than 100 SPF.
there you go. And
Eyes and
Matt's
white.
put a link to the Tiltify in chat. Thank you for doing that, Matt.
Thank you, Matthew.
Go and donate early to choose
Someone already
some
has.
events of the
Have you
thing.
really? Who's in the lead?
I think it's the Noble House of such and such.
Oh, basically, y'all get to, if you donate early, you get to vote on who the party is going to be facing off against
Yeah.
in this heist
You decide.
mission.
It appears to be just one donation,
donation,
so it wouldn't be hard to overtake it by just making 2 donations.
Ooh.
So if you want if different team,
Your options, your choices.
It might be. I need to double check this. The voting might be donation based, so it might not be a matter of how many people vote for something. It might be a matter of how much is donated towards a specific.
well, it's only $20. It's showing $20 for me. Might be converting it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe
You
that's
have
interesting.
the science people, you have the holy people, you have the nobles, and you have the chaos collective. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty good spattering of choices.
Yeah,
Chaos Collective.
options.
Chaos Collective may or may not be just 3 goblins in a trench coat. Maybe it's a goblin, a kobold, and a raccoon in a trench coat.
We
Some
love
variety
trench
of
coats.
Tiny
Love
things in a
it.
trench coat.
Gotta
Love it.
Wreaking
So-
It has to be
havoc.
a
Go-
goblin, a raccoon, and a deep gnome.
So go check that out on Saturday. We'll probably be hosting it here as well. So yeah, go watch that. Then Sundays, Stardew Sunday, Mondays, Sunhaven Sunday, Monday. Strength 1000 AP, it's what you're watching right now. And Matt, I will let you. Oh, I need to move my camera. I will let you, Matt, talk about what is up with tonight's game and the people who play in it.
All right. Hello, everyone. As Will has mentioned, I am the DM for this game. I am Urbanoff, various places on the internet. We are here to run the Strength of the Thousands Adventure Path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Excuse me. Itchy nose. And with me joining is a amazing group of lore speakers, all close to getting tenure, if that's a thing at Magambia, I'm sure. And just because they've got the most colors going on right now, which distracts my magpie brain, Sarah, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
My new character. It's really great. Very telling. Hi everybody, I am Sarah Margaret. I play Charlotte, who is the naughty toxicologist of the group. The 6-armed wonder. 8 limbs total when you actually take a look at that. Yeah, and that's was there anything else I was supposed to say?
Oh yeah, Matt. What's our character question?
What's
for
our-
Matt?
Today we're going pretty basic. What's your favorite color?
Oh, I love lilac. Like purpley lilac.
Really?
It has been since I was a little kid, and I used to hate like the lighter pinks, purples, because, you know, the way that society has taught me is that pink is a girly thing, and I rejected that notion for many years.
Bad.
But today, I consistently play pink-haired characters and who wear nothing but pink and lilac tones because screw that consensus and let's barbify this.
Mm-hmm.
On that note, sadly, you can't see it on stream because of the constraints of our little boxes. But one of my favorite pieces of art I have on the wall is a primarily pink poster that Will got me, I think, for Christmas or my birthday. It was my birthday.
It was for your birthday.
You had to go to a lot of trouble to get it.
I got it through fully legal means.
He did.
Why do you Okay.
I just love it from a graphic design design point. I'll just demonstrate at one point, but it's just a really cool poster. But a lot of it is pink, but I still love it.
Well, you know, Matt, graphic design is my passion.
It is actually my passion. But speaking of those who are also very graphically inclined, McKenna, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm McKenna Ray Tynan of McKenna Ray Art on all of the places, mostly online. And I am playing Avi Avi, the Nyctera Rune Witch, as well as her familiar Agate. Favorite color for a long time, it was just purple, and truly like any shade of purple. Someday I'm a lavender girly, and some days I'm like a dark plum girly. Although recently I feel like green has been making a takeover in my life, as is
obvious green.
My car is violently green. My phone is mint green. I'm wearing green makeup right now. I just kind of, even my little pencil that I use for note taking is green. But that's again one of those things where it's like any shade depending on the day. Some days I'm feeling like a nice sage. Some days more of like a pine situation. Other days it's like a really just violent shade of chartreuse. I just have whatever the mood is that day.
My mistake was asking the artist about colors.
You were like, I have a simple one for you, and I was like, no, Matthew, please.
No, not simple.
But speaking of someone who has been known to use both their clothes and themselves as a canvas for art, Zoe, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Zoe. I go by Zoe Post on the internet. And same as Sarah, I had like a wave of my favorite color. Oh, I'm playing Ophelia, and her favorite color is pink. Nice. But through my life, I had like a wave of my favorite colors because when I was little, I loved pink so much. And then growing up, I was like, pink is bad. I only like baby blue. Baby blue is my favorite color. The blues are the best. That's all I care about. And then as I got older, I was like, you know what? No, I love pink. Pink is my favorite color. Pink is my personality. My whole kitchen is pink. All of our like appliances are pink. I violently love all pastel colors, but pink is like so.
Violent is not a word I usually associate with pastels.
Violently love pastels.
And finally, last but not least, the host of the feast, so to speak, Will, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, my name is Will, also known as Tabletop Roles on the internet. Also, tonight I am playing Igara, Gamma, and Choco, the still in the doghouse, but slowly working their way back into the main house. My favorite color is, you'll be real surprised, based off of like a whole bunch of channel art, purple.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say green because of frogs.
No, purple is my favorite color. It was blue for a long time, and then a girl I had a crush on was really into purple, so I got into purple, and then it just kind of stuck after that.
I think in general what we can take away from these conversations is that, you know, your favorite color is a weird sort of
your favorite color
catch-22 question, because it's like it's actually easier for people to say which color do you dislike most.
Red.
No, Sarah, that's a harder question.
And just to round out the conversation, my favorite color is I toss up between almost exactly the shade of blue that Zoe is wearing.
Oh, like
And-
jeans?
Cerulean.
Somewhat, yes, and also possibly the kind of thing where you're like working the color slider and you're
Ferdinand hair.
just going between green and blue, and it starts becoming a neat kind of teal.
Diane?
Ooh,
I'm
Something
sorry.
like that. Yeah, it's a little hard to kind of like pin down.
this is jeans. It's
It's
jeans
very-
blue.
It's very telling in regards to the situation that both Zoe and McKenna both answered that with like equally like chartreuse jeans.
Cerulean. I would
Jeans.
never call that chartreuse.
Ultramarine?
Ultramarine
Like,
is a
the
lot
color in the
darker. It's a lot truer
Yes.
of a blue.
It was just very funny. It was a very
Blue.
Ooh. Is that a blue Dragon Ball?
Blue Z.
Yeah.
Dragon Blue
It's-
Ball.
it's-
I've never seen that merch.
It's in-
It's
Matt,
so
it's-
good. No, I have
It's
to.
from the Dragon Ball
Oh, you
universe
want
where Sailor Moon beats Goku relentlessly.
Dahlia, you want it? Dahlia wants it.
Also, the Eevee. Now that I know Emily's here, the Eevee artwork that was used for the gift was done by Moats Art in the chat, also known as Emily. So show them some love. Go check out their Instagram.
Oh, Matt, I reminded you, but I'm gonna show it to people who didn't. But I got another fan recently. This one was Mercedes themed, so when Mercedes does come out, so we can romance, this is the fan that we will have for Mercedes.
Now, can you explain
Oh.
that? Can you explain
Spicy.
why you believe it's Mercedes thing?
I 100% see her as wearing darker toned colors with the same amount of lace, but also like just the beautiful sort of like design that has that elegant quality of it, and then that tinge of the red. Just a little bit of
It's like, oh, here's this wonderfully appointed salon. Is that a bloodstain on the curtain?
Hmm. And
I don't
yes,
know what you're talking about.
when Matt does have a Mercedes emote done, it will be available as tier 3 subscription emote. So for just $15 a month, you can annoy me with
Jesus.
Mercedes. Listen, I'm going to put it
And
behind a
for $8,000 a
paywall.
month, you can buy his
Going
silence
behind
for
paywall.
It'll just be a slow pan up of a small, like, version of her entire body.
I'm just going to
Oh
put
my.
it behind a paywall. Anyway, I'm going to roll the intro and we'll get into the game.
When last we left our group of lore speakers, they were moving on to the next stage of their diplomatic mission to the temple city of Mazali. Walkana, the god king of Mazali, had dispatched them to the ruins of the Shrine of the Eclipse, which a few years ago suffered a cave-in which caused some prophetic tablets to be washed down a underground river, which were eventually recovered. Being very interested in these prophecies, Walkana has dispatched you guys to the temple, the shrine, to locate more of them or anything else that could be recovered. Now, you guys managed to reach the temple after dealing with some very annoying devilish birds. And you met up with a small group of the Bright Lions, who, because of your excellent efforts to become friends with them without actually getting involved in them, you walked that tightrope quite well. They are here to kind of support you guys and essentially occupy the ground level of the shrine. It seems to, as far as your information is, go about 2 layers down underground from here. The top layer isn't that big, honestly. You guys kind of scoped things out a little bit. You found a room that once tampered with a little bit essentially has like magical food replicators so you guys will be well supplied up here. Before we proceed, there are two things I want to mention. One, there was a bit of loot that was discoverable up here that I don't think I actually mentioned to you guys last time, but I do want to mention it now, despite the fact that sadly you probably won't be able to use it. It's Greater Holy Prayer Beads, and I don't think anyone in the party can use Divine Magic.
Oh, not even in yours, huh?
Not in Durs. And Durs is primal because he is a druid, not a priest.
Yeah.
Or a cleric, I mean. Which
we
is
can
unfortunate.
pick up and sell 'em.
Because it can do like bless and heal, neutralize poison, or remove disease.
Can also sell for.
It is worth 1,400 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So someone put that in the inventory. And the second thing I wanted to mention, and this is just the DM speaking directly to you guys now. I just want to tell you, because I've actually been doing my proper DM due diligence, and I've been reading ahead throughout all the little things in the temple, as a proper DM should, and I just want to say, this is a level like 13 dungeon. It's the level you guys are. There are some not straightforward kind of progression kind of things. There are environmental clues, and there are some dangerous encounters in here, some of which can be entirely circumvented, some of which can be made easier by certain, like paying attention to certain things. There are certain fights that if you don't notice something, things can go very badly for you, and if you're also just not cautious in certain fights. We've had issues in the past about bleeding encounters and the like. There is possibilities in here where if you guys bleed specific encounters into each other, you will absolutely die. You will have no chance. So, all I'm saying is, use your noggins, use all the skills you have accrued throughout your adventures, and look for opportunities when you can.
I'm nervous.
I don't mean... I have faith in you guys, and you guys have proven that you're not dum-dums, bloodthirsty murder hobos in the past, so I just wanted to make things clear. We are reaching a point in the game now where encounters will be difficult, and if you don't pay attention, and if you're maybe not playing as optimized as could be, they will be harder than they need to be. I say this just as your friend, and as also I don't want you guys to have to reroll new characters and me to come up with new lore for all of you, because you guys are reaching interesting places in your stories.
We will respect the encounters.
I would be pretty heartbroken.
And Choco cannot enter into more blood debts for you guys, so that way of keeping you alive is long gone.
But Gamma can?
Gamma has not as much agency.
Frankly, has
Agate?
Yeah, Agate's carrying around extra souls for you all.
Mercedes.
Soul hairballs.
Oh God.
Why did I try to drink my drink?
Anyway, all right. So yeah, you guys, if you want, we could say that you guys took a full night's rest. Got
lovely.
all your HP back, got all your spell slots back. Before starting to plumb the depths of the temple, or the shrine, I should call it. And I'm just going to see if there's a bit of flavor text I want to just read again.
Alright, full night's rest, everyone got healed up because
As you guys kind of got up in the morning and walked through again, you noticed again that decorating the walls inside and several repeating symbols that resemble a dark circle overlapping a bright circle. Double doors lead east and west. One door of each pair bears a sun icon, while the other bears a moon icon. All these doors, mind you, are just lying open. And important to also note that because this is a temple associated with eclipse and light and darkness and all like that, the ceiling is glass. They have a lovely glass ceiling thing, which is all letting in natural light.
That's pretty.
Is there anything depicted in the glass ceiling, stained glass?
No,
or
it's
is
just glass. It's not like stained glass or anything. It's just they wanted light,
All right.
like natural light.
So all we found was the secret arcane cooking thingamajig, right?
Yes, there's you guys do know that at one point in the past this shrine was essentially raided. Like the people who used to worship here, the place was raided. Whoever lived here was either killed or dispersed to the winds. So this place has been abandoned for quite a long time, and it was made abandoned through violence.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The
Sorry,
specifics have not been granted to you.
I might have blanked, and you probably already said this, but it's just the clarification. With the Bright Lions, we had them assist in clearing out the first floor, right? The floor that we're on.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Just double checking.
Which really didn't amount to a whole lot.
You know, it's appreciated.
We have the option to bring one with us.
Yes. There was. Let me just double check. There's a lot of flavor text for a floor that really doesn't have much on it.
How do you all feel about having a healer join us?
An additional healer as well as endures?
Well, do we know that they're a healer or?
I did mention last time that the Bright Lion have some healing or other magical support. They have like a couple 5th level divine or lower spells. So if you want, you could give them the prayer beads.
Yeah.
Can we have them back afterwards?
No. That would, I imagine they would just take them.
You can borrow these.
You can borrow these.
I mean, they are a rebel insurgency group. They are well versed in husbanding resources, so to speak.
If you don't give it back, you will die.
No. If you don't give it back, we'll make you give it back. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll die.
We'll die.
I think
that's good impressions.
Any additional healing is going to be a good thing.
I think more disposable friends is fine.
Oh, Ophelia, you can't call them that directly to their faces.
Why? She calls us that all the time.
Not all the time.
Oh, not you.
She's actually been disturbingly clear that we are not disposable friends. I don't feel great about that, but I guess I would feel worse if she did consider me a disposable friend, so I'll take what I can get.
You're just friends, and there's a very clear difference, so...
Yeah.
You should feel good about that.
I certainly feel some kind of way about it, but we should maybe get a move on. We gotta...
Let's move on. Disposable friend, come on. Do you have a name?
The Bright Lion looks very nervously. Lahani.
Lahani.
Lahani, yeah.
That's a beautiful name.
It's a pretty name.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's get.
They're kind of nervous now.
Let's go get to killing.
They are hanging back quite a ways all the time.
Yeah,
I don't blame them.
All right, you guys want to move down to the next floor?
Yeah, let's get to killing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna shift the map then.
And pillaged our way through this one. Might as well.
All right, I will throw you guys on the map. Give me a second. Starting with Igra.
Gentle.
And then Ophelia.
Ooh, look at this.
Avi.
Oh.
All right, Will's taking care of that, I guess.
I'll take care of my summons.
That's pretty.
Endures. I find they always remember. And then finally, good old Charlotte.
Yeah.
Shall we put a token for the Lahani characters just so we don't forget them for fights?
Give me a second.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Yes.
doth my eyes deceive me? I'm at just the right angle that I think I saw something in the distance.
Very possible.
Don't mean to meta. My apologies.
All right, and there is Lahani at the back.
Hello, Lahani.
Is it Lahani or Mahani?
Lahani.
Lahani.
All right.
Okay. Listen, everyone. Can I just say that seeing and how these tunnels are a little bit thin, right here. Gamma,
marching order.
Gamma, go in the void for a second. There we go.
By the by, I'm gonna read you some flavor text for this room. This simple room contains a large simple symbol carved into its floor, which depicts the moon crossing in front of the sun as part of an eclipse. A pair of hallways leads out of the room to the south, one with a moon symbol over its opening and the other with a sun symbol. Stairs to the north lead up, the one that you came up, and stairs to the south lead down. So this isn't like your typical dungeon where you have to get all the way to the other end to get to the other floor entrance. You guys could go right down to the bottom floor right now if you wanted.
Let's explore first.
I don't think we'll do that.
Yeah. But just because everything is a little bit ucky with like the thinness of these, if we want to like get ready to start going down the hallway, I'm going to summon Gamma in the other room.
Before you start going down the hallway, please arrange yourselves in your marching order. Yes, question, Charlotte.
Is in general, just as we enter in here, I can see we've got okay, so those are little alcoves. Sorry, I'm
there are multiple doors.
This room.
So
I think
here
these are
the stairs down.
Got it.
And the back of the room where Lahani and yours is, those are the stairs you came down from.
So currently we are just looking at these two particular hallways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I should ask, now that you guys have come down the stairs, there does not appear to be any light down here.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a problem we've not faced before.
Does Ophelia hear anything with her fine whisper elf ears?
Give me a perception check.
Sure thing.
What do your elven eyes hear?
So friends, don't
it's
go
not bad.
into the new. Don't go into the new area.
Don't go into the light.
until
34.
I summon Gamma in it.
You hear nothing. It is
Otherwise,
as silent as a tomb down here.
Well,
But who
Like that.
You hear the faint croaking of Gamma.
No, Gamma's in the
Okay.
void right. Gamma's in the void
Oh, yeah.
right now, because it's too
Faint
thin to get through.
of Charlotte's feet on the floor.
I don't sense any
little
undetected
okay.
creatures, do I?
Perception 34. As far as you can tell, there's nothing in this room, like literally nothing except your party.
Okay.
I'd like to. Let me clarify.
Hey, can we get a light source going?
Yeah, I think I have the light cantrip. Let me see if I've prepared it.
If not, I will say the bright line who came with you has because light is a divine cantrip. So
Yes.
I also have produce flame. I can set
Can
something
I have
on fire
dancing
for you.
lights?
Dancing lights would be good.
Where am I?
Well, you know what? The Brightland looks around. So who's probably going to be taking the lead?
Igra.
Igor, do you have something that you're not going to be waving around too much? Like, do you have like a necklace or an amulet or something?
I got this pin.
All right. Well, they're going to touch that and cast light on it, and it will now last until the next round of like daily rests.
Cool.
Excuse
So you have like one of those little miners flashlights you can tuck into your pocket.
All right.
Now, keep in mind, it casts a light of about 20-foot radius.
That's
So.
fine.
Big frog.
Summons Gamma.
Big frog. Ikura, what is that pin anyway? You always wear it.
Oh, it was, I think it was the belt buckle of the guy that Gamma ate, who was at the Magambia.
Oh, boy.
What?
Yeah, remember? Killed the Magambia teacher, taken their place.
The cult
it was his belt buckle?
Yeah, I think so.
Will, what is the summon range on or your summon, your Eidolon?
Is, I believe, 60? Let me double check.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Even if it's just 30, I'll just move into the hallway enough to put him there.
That's fair.
Why won't you let me love you?
It's not very often I actually have to summon Gamma.
These are small hallways.
Oh, never mind. It's not 60. Ugh, God.
What is it?
I hate the summoner so much. I hate the summoner so much. I hate the summoner so much.
What's wrong?
What is the range?
It's adjacent.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, everyone, if you're gonna by the time you reach there, everyone please pile in the way you'd fall if you want to keep all in the same hallway. If you want to split up,
I would say don't all be in a line in case something jumps out at us so that we can...
We don't have an option.
I mean, we could be in both. If Choco leads one path and Gamma leads the other.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that'll work.
Hey, Lahani.
Hi.
Lahani is gonna come behind Endures in Darkness. Okay, so you summon, and I'm gonna say, just because you guys are kind of there, you can see into this room. There appears to be right between you guys, because you're both kind of peeking out of these hallways. You haven't entered the room yet. Peeking out of the hallways, right between you guys, like up against the wall, there appears to be some large legs, like a statue. And then off to the sides, on either side, you see 2 more statues. And I will describe these. The statues have different appearances. Give me a quick second here. That is the wrong floor. Okay. A trio of statues stand at the edges of this large chamber. The statue in the northwest corner depicts a large, powerful lion made of gold. The northeast statue depicts a jet black lioness with the head of a woman and bright eyes. The statue against the south wall depicts a woman with golden skin and the head of a lioness. Each of these figures stands proudly, and another large eclipse symbol is carved onto the floor in the room's center.
Okay.
Both Choco and Gamma are in the room, so they can kind of report to you that yes, there are large statues in the room. And I should note that there appear to be more sets of double doors. There's on each of the walls that you guys didn't come from, there appear to be 2 doors. Each set of door, one of the doors has a sun symbol above it, one has a moon symbol above it, and all the doors are closed with no obvious handles.
Delightful. It's a puzzle, y'all.
It's a puzzle.
Also, can you for because my brain do the thingy of the thingy again. All I got was lioness with the head of a woman.
Yes. So, I'll read it one more time. A trio of statues.
Just the statue part.
Okay. The northeast statue depicts a jet black lioness with the head of a woman and bright eyes. The statue against the south wall depicts a woman with golden skin and the head of a lioness. Oh, and I forgot one. The statue in the northwest corner depicts a large, powerful lion made of gold.
Okay.
Okay.
So, lioness with head of woman, woman with head of lioness. Jesus Christ.
And 1 lion.
And
Alright.
1 lion.
Oh, and there are also some less impressive statues in the room that appear just to be like made of cheaper metal. They're just
But
kind
those
of
three are the main. Got it.
yeah.
Can I
Those three
take a
are the
look at those
important
cheaper
ones.
metal statues, Matt?
Are you going to, or is Gamma going to?
Can I not see them from the hallway?
You can, but there's from this distance, there's not much to them. They don't have anywhere near the level of craftsmanship that the statues do, and they're just like looking like people standing completely still.
Sure, let's walk into the room and let's see what happens, Matt.
All right. Quick question though for you, Will.
Yeah.
Would you describe Igora as humanoid?
Every single creature has a tag. We can read those tags like so. Traits: Gripply, humanoid.
All right then.
I don't think there's a single playable ancestry in Pathfinder that doesn't have the humanoid trait.
Oh.
I would almost argue that Aviavi, who
no.
has like wings.
Conrasus don't. They have the Aeon and the plant trait.
Yeah, because
Nyctera
they're
are not.
yes.
Yeah.
But a humanoid creature has crossed into the room. So with the creaking of long disused metal, the three uninteresting looking statues suddenly shake to life.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
This is going to hurt.
Where are you guys seeing that, by the way? Humanoid and stuff.
You are definitely a humanoid.
Well, yeah, but I was just
Hold
looking,
on a sec.
and I don't see
It's
it.
on the actual ancestries page. There's traits. It'll say like humanoid Shisk, humanoid Gripply,
Ah, that's fun.
Elven.
A naughty or humanoid.
They are. This is going to hurt,
Probably.
especially if they target Igora and not Gamma.
Oh, Tears in Darkness.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'm dying.
Oh, that's not what I meant to hit, but okay, cool.
I think even the mer people have the humanoid trait.
Which is kind of funny in a way.
I mean, they're half human, right?
The definition of humanoid is very flexible.
Oh no, they do. Amphibious, Azarketi, humanoid. Yeah.
All right, I think that's everyone. I'm just gonna have Lahani double back. They're not gonna participate necessarily unless things get super dire.
Fair enough. I don't blame them.
They're mostly here for like after combat healing and stuff to save you guys resources. All right, and wow, Endures the Darkness strangely gets a lot of
high initiatives.
Yeah.
Initiative is wisdom based in PF2, and they're druid.
That's true. Yeah, it is true. Give me 1 second. There's something I have to check really quick about. Oop, that's the wrong floor. All right. Oh, no, this is the right floor. All right.
Murder.
All right. That will come up later. All right. Endures in Darkness is a little unsure about what's going on there, but he hears people tensing up and Igora probably shouting, "It's bad."
Metal woman going to kill me.
So he is going to
Okay, no.
start his aura, his AC pumping thing up again.
Big lady.
I love the chain hair. That's really cool.
It is
And he is going to tap dear old Ophelia in front of him and give you guidance. So you'll get +1 on the first attack, or I think possibly skill check also. I'll double check that. And then he's just gonna shuffle. No, he's gonna stay close. He needs to keep you within that AC. Avi, you're up.
Okay. I can see them from where I'm at, and I would like to do a pocket library with discern secrets to make some sort of check to see what would hurt them.
Arcana.
Yeah, these are you're pretty sure these are golems of some kind, but
So it's an Arcana check.
Or crafting.
Yes. 43.
43. Well, 45 with discern secrets and
The
pocket
creature
library.
is a creature level 13, so you did quite well. It is uncommon, but you still did quite well. So what
That
would you like to
is
know?
A crit success.
Yes.
On a crit, do I get to know multiple things?
Well, how much do you get to know?
So PF2 changed the rules set from PF1. Matt and I have been using the PF1 rules forever, but the amount of information you get for recall knowledge is now entirely up to GM discretion.
You rolled
Oh.
a critical success, so I will tell you their immunities and resistances.
Can we get the golem anti-magic, Matt?
I'll tell you this.
Okay.
All right, so they are immune to bleed, death effects, diseased, doomed, drained, fatigued, fire, healing, magic, sea golem, anti-magic, vulnerable to neutralize poison, vulnerable to rust, mental, necromancy, non-lethal attacks, paralyzed, poisoned, sickened, unconscious. And I will golem anti-magic.
You can just click on it and it'll show up in the chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's
So they
pretty
can be
big.
Also, this
feared.
will let you realize that you now have them as GM
You
only and
wreck
not...
of a cat.
Oh,
Stop
do
it.
I?
Yes.
Thank you. Take a look at this.
That gets me every time,
Still
Sarah.
GM only.
Really?
Yep.
How about now?
Still... Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Alright, so, for Zoe and Sarah, as the two of you have not fought Golems and Pathfinder yet, Golems and Pathfinder are immune to all magic except for a few things. Those few things are based on the tags of the spell, and based on those tags, the Golems either take additional damage or take less damage or get healed. Otherwise, they are completely immune to all other types of magic. So for this one, the only type of magic that can harm these golems is acid.
They are slowed by electricity, though.
The only type of magic that can slow them will be electricity, and the magic that will heal them is fire. This does connect to alchemical stuff as well, so if you can hit them with acid, Charlotte, they will take that additional damage.
Wow.
And the additional damage is significant.
Yeah.
It's 60-10. So even if you only deal like a D4 of acid damage, they'll take 60-10 acid damage because they're weak to it.
Yeah.
Right?
They are allergic to it.
Well,
It is it's kind of like an allergy.
All right, that was an action.
That was an action. And that was a good action because that means that I can take Acid Arrow. And I will go for... I think I can clip this one from where I'm at.
yeah,
right?
Sight.
Yeah.
Sure. It's big.
Ooh, how's a 40 to hit?
Ooh, let me take a look, actually.
Oh, no.
That
was
will
an
hit, but
18.
not crit.
Okay.
So that is going to be a lovely 13 acid plus if you want to roll that.
I would love to roll them myself. Thank you.
Ooh, and it's persistently on acid, too.
I mean, it's melting it.
Quietly.
Plus 34.
So that's going to be a total of 47. Nicely done.
I had a good turn.
I'm very happy you guys learned that the things with the you got such a good knowledge check right off the bat. That is going to make this so much easier for you.
Well, I had a feeling they were golems because we have frustratingly been faced with one before in this campaign, and it was
Wasn't it the clay golems?
Yeah.
It was made.
You
out
also
of
fought
wood.
a wood golem at one point.
Yeah.
Oh, the wood golem.
Which
the
was
one
pretty
where
nasty,
Avi was
actually.
like, "I'm tired of throwing spells at this and having none of them work. I'm just gonna go in the corner and build a bomb." And then y'all killed it while she was building the bomb, so she came back to the fight with just a lit bomb in her hands.
like-
was like, wait
Now-
a minute.
As a slight reward for such good knowledge checking, McKenna, I would like you to roll me a D3.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You get to decide
roll,
who's gonna die.
Roll slash
It was a reward. Yeah. Slash R1D3.
slash R1D3.
Yep.
Yes,
Or is it
indeed.
R slash?
Slash R.
Slash R?
I think so.
Matt,
Yeah,
did you
slash
see my
R.
message?
Space D3. Sorry?
Did you see my message?
No. Was it on Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second.
3.
Oh.
Ooh, a 3. She got that max 3. Yes, she did.
It is an interesting point, Zoe, but at this point now it is irrelevant.
Okay.
But- Good point. All right, 3. Okay, so when we... Oh! Your good luck continues in a way. Igara, out of the corner of your eye, you notice something a little odd. There's like some weird kind of swirls of some sort of golden light around one of the golems, and it was originally focused right on you because you walked into the room triggering it, but its head, with the creaking of metal, turns to the golem that's closest to it, and it is going to... This is a little complicated, so I just have to make sure this... Oh, sorry, no. The statue that's on that wall, like the one in the corner here,
Mhm.
and that is going to be... Let's see, the statue. The one in... Oh, which one is that one? Hold on a sec. I have to read the description of this damn thing. Northeast. So that would be the jet black lioness. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You know, I'm just gonna say that particular statue, a light sort of comes out of it, and an acid arrow spell comes out of it.
Hmm.
So, McKenna, would you mind rolling acid arrow again for me?
Not at all.
29?
29 probably
Ooh.
won't cut it.
Sadly, that sails
Oh.
right past.
Or-
But it was very strange. The statue of one of these, what you think are probably some sort of god, spat a random spell at one of the golems.
Matt,
Yep.
I will say that the antimat spoiled me a little bit for this encounter. Make sure to read all the notes about that ability, because it's something that they missed when they ran it, and they were talking to me about it.
The anti-magic?
The antimat.
Boo, spoilers.
I don't have time to read it through right now to figure out what you're talking about. so.
Specifically, that apparently the statues can't miss.
Oh, right. Yes.
Oh.
Thank you for reminding me.
You know.
Statues.
What?
Yes. There's a lot going on in this
There's
particular
a lot
fight.
going on in this fight.
All right, so can't miss it. Automatically hits. So we'll just take the damage from McKenna's roll, 15. Do you want to roll that acid damage again?
Do you?
Thank you for reminding me.
Why?
And it's all
Sorry.
this is Matt was talking about it. He thought that we were further in strength of thousands, and I didn't realize it until after he told me about it. I was like, fuck. But it worked out in this
My
situation.
camera is in the way. So that's going to be 15 plus 27. So that is going to be 42.
And then 3 persistent damage on their turn. Is this to the same one I hit or to a
No,
different
this is to the nearest one to the statue in the northeast.
So they both have to be rolling for persistent damage on their turns.
Yes.
And
I'm
do
sure
they
we'll put
take-
another acid thing on there. Yep.
Oh,
That brings us all right. So
that's
Alright.
different. They upgraded the.
all right. Anyway, now it's one of the golems' turn. The golem, paying no attention to the statue that just attacked it, is going to move. It's going to move up to Gamma. It's the closest thing. Double check the golems actually really quick.
One.
Nope. Actually, It's going to advance on Igra because they are here to kill all humanoids. So it's going to move. Does it actually need to move? Yes, it needed to get reach. No, it needed to move at least one square.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a.
It's time for the froggy to get the bonk.
Uh-oh. Bonk, bonk.
Yeah, it's just going to bonk it twice with its fist. Fist.
Ooh.
Crit.
42. So that will be 48 bludgeoning. And second attack, 33.
Hits.
31 bludgeoning. Second golem. How you doing, Will?
I'm still in the triple digits.
Okay, well, because you were the closest.
Fist, and it's like
the closest.
42.
Matt,
Yep.
they're persistent acid damage.
Okay, 3.
The last one's persistent acid damage.
All right.
And then don't forget about the golem anti-magic, them taking additional 2d8 from the acid. That's persistent.
All right, thank you. 2d8.
No worries. Golems,
13.
I love them. They're a pain to run, though. And then the flat check to see if it ended.
That
Yes.
plus the 3? 13 plus the 3?
I took the 3 out already.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we move on to the golem that's right next to Igra, which is just going to turn and whack you 3 times with its fists.
Mm-hmm. It'll probably crit me on the first one. Oh, it didn't
38?
crit me on the first one. That's just a normal hit.
Second attack. Oh, that was attack number 2. Sorry. Let me roll attack number 1. Attack number 1 is worse.
Still hits, does not crit. Well, we'll keep the attack number 1 too.
And attack number 3 because it was just going to do. There we go.
Oh, okay, and I go down. Well, no, I don't go down. Orc Ferocity, I'm at 1 hit point.
Jesus.
All right, Ophelia, you've heard some very wet punches in the room.
Wait, doesn't this one need to do persistent damage?
I don't
too?
like that.
Yes,
yeah,
you're right.
Persistent damage to that one.
Takes one
I-
persistent plus the 2d8.
So that'll be
Eva, are
15
you
in total.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Well, and Doris can do
Oh.
something about that, right?
He can and he will. Actually,
Okay.
I should check if Leshies are humanoid.
They are.
Okay.
I don't know that they are.
Actually, they are not. They are uncommon Leshy plant.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna do a performance check for Inspired Heroes.
Right, and I think we determined.
I'm glad that this encounter.
I rolled an 8.
Ooh,
So I think that's probably just a regular +1.
yes. The DC for difficulty by level, now that you guys are 13, is 31.
So that's a success.
Oh, wait, sorry. I thought you said you rolled an 8. I was on a different page. I couldn't see your actual roll. That is a success. You'll get a +2.
Oh, cool. Hooray!
I thought you meant literally an 8.
Oh, no, not a literally 8.
That is physically impossible for
I
us to
started
do,
thinking,
so-
like, how is she rolling so low?
All of my stuff got scrambled. So if I hit these guys with a bow, that's not going to do anything, right?
You also did learn that they have a damage resistance of 15. So any physical damage you do, 15 damage immediately gets reducted from that. So you'd have to get higher than 15 to even do 1 damage to them.
What if I use, what did I just do? Abjuration. That's not right. What's Inspire Heroes? Because I want to use the spell weapon, and I think that will help me do not just physical damage.
They are immune to all magical damage except acid.
Yep.
So
I mean,
unless
if you have an
can
electric arc, you
bespell-
could try slowing them.
That's true.
I don't have that though.
Which means that
So I think
guess,
the
guess
best-
who can do 0 damage now.
I think the best thing that I can do is hit them with my bow. That's it.
Well, I mean, do you have any other
Yeah.
cool, real cool support spells?
I mean, I could probably throw. I'll throw Amir's Misfortune in there if you wouldn't mind giving me a second Ophelia. I'll throw that in there. I haven't used that before.
Where would you like to
Oh.
place it?
I'm gonna place it right here, right in front of Choco and in between Choco and Goblin.
Sure.
And
All right.
that was my turn.
I mean, it doesn't say they're immune to illusion. They're immune to magical damage, except for aforementioned types, but they're not immune to illusions. Unless, of course, that just... No, it doesn't say mental. All right, so that was your whole turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Charlotte, crazy stuff is happening in the room.
Which I can't see, honestly.
Oh no.
I'm a little.
Is like your screen black, or are you just too far back?
No, I think it's just too far. I can see like the edges of things, but as far as Charlotte can see right now, throwing anything in there is no bueno.
Mm-hmm.
Too many peoples. Too close. No spread. That's why I've been looking at the rule book currently right now. Like what I've been doing for the past couple of minutes has been looking at the different kinds of things I can do. So honestly, I could just throw a bomb, but that would risk people dying. So I don't
I mean, you
know.
have shaped charges of some kind, don't you?
Oh, Matt, I'm down, and Gamma is gone because I hadn't acted yet. I don't have a reaction.
Is Orc Ferocity a reaction, or is it just an
It's
effect?
a reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just got taken down. I was just looking at it. I was like, oh, fuck. Oops, my bad.
That seems a little silly to me.
Acid damage.
That like a genetic thing can't be possible because
All
you
right.
haven't
Yeah.
acted
I'm
damage
going
yet.
to throw out a nice little bomb. I'm going to throw out a moderate acid flask. Going to aim it for right here. Should.
You know what, Will?
Yeah.
I'm going to DM rule this because that seems ridiculous to me. Orc
What was
Ferocity triggers automatically. You actually don't even get a choice to trigger it.
I
technically
will.
speaking.
I will take it because
I don't because that's
You
dumb.
want to take care of this,
Let's do
Balloon?
it.
I'm sorry, but
so
as someone who
fine.
loves the Orc Ferocity feat too, I think that's dumb.
Also, hey STF, thanks for the raid.
Aw, hi
Raid, let us know in chat if you think you should always be able to trigger Orc Ferocity as long as you haven't used it that day, regardless whether or not you can take your reaction yet, because that seems like something that should be errata, so to speak. But anyway, where were we? We were doing Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte.
Charlotte is passing.
Charlotte's delaying.
All right.
Really?
Delaying because there are very big things that Charlotte will hit that Charlotte doesn't want to hit with an acid bomb right now.
Okay.
Do you not have the alchemist
Directional.
feat that lets you
Shaped charge. Or what?
Directionally,
not hit
the cone
allies?
shape. Irregardless, it'll hit something.
That's not a feat. It's a class 1 of
It's
the
a directional
bomber.
bombing, essentially.
Okay.
I can directionally bomb it,
Well-
but instead of a circle, it goes into a cone. But that cone is still within the amount of feet that I can see. And
Could you
currently,
just-
right now,
Could you
Here
advance
is
to
where I
behind Gamma? And like, could you advance? I mean, not behind Gamma, but behind Igra, like right here. Throw it, and then the cone will just face away from Gamma.
it
Like, can't you control where the cone is going?
I mean, yeah, if I aimed it here, I guess I could aim it there, but I don't know how that it's gonna go in this.
Well, no, that's not a cone. Cone is like a triangle. So picture this corner of the golem here.
Weird. It's weird the way it says the directional. I'm sorry. I'm making
That's
a big
okay.
deal out of this, but I just really 100% don't know where these things stand. It's a very tiny room.
All right.
It says under directional bombs, you can lob bombs with great force and a precise trajectory to angle the splash in a cone spray in a single direction. When throwing an alchemical bomb, oh here, I'll just put it in chat. When throwing a splash straight into the splashing all squares adjacent to the target, you can treat the target space as a first affected square of a 15-foot cone directed away from you.
Yeah,
it has to be away from me, technically.
Yeah, but remember, because there's like technically no facing in Pathfinder, like you are at all times facing all directions, essentially. You could throw it at this one corner here that's like diagonal from Igra, and then the cone would go that way towards the wall. Nowhere near anyone else.
Okay.
So if you want, you can throw a bomb now if you want. Get that sweet, sweet acid damage.
Okay, we'll do that then. So we'll implicate the directional bomb. So
well, that is just speaking to the idea they put in chat. That's a slightly different situation, I think, where that is using 2 reactions. I just think Orc Ferocity should be errated that it should be allowed to be used even if you haven't gone yet, because the rules about not using reactions until you have a turn yet is more to do with things like dodging or, things you conscientiously have to do. Orc Ferocity is more like just your blood boiling within you, preventing you from coming back. It's not really, I don't think, implied to be a conscious thing. But it is an interesting point you raise. But yes, all right. Directional palm. Oh, that is a wonderful roll.
It was a crit.
All right.
Oh.
So let us check. So that is going to be... That's going to be...
It's a nat 20, so it's a crit.
All right. And that will get you the lovely...
Just FYI.
6d10 acid damage, I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm reading the Golem Anti-Magic for this one right. So I will... Do you want me to roll that for you? Or you already did it. You are things. So that is going to be 38 plus 5. So that is going to bring us to 43, I believe.
Oh, plus persistent.
Yes, plus persistent. Though we will cross that bridge when we come to it. Did I say 43? I did. Ooh, that one is now out of the triple digits. You guys have done a lot of damage to this one golem already. And that was only... You moved and you threw a bomb. Do you want to do anything else with the remainder of your turn, Charlotte?
Throw another bomb.
Yeah, throw another bomb.
Again.
Did you roll a crit? What?
What do you... Sarah, what do you mean crit again? Like you're sad about it!
What is happening?
What the fuck? Did you do this twice?
Will, did you lend her your dice?
I mean...
You
all right, roll that
60-10
again if you want, and if you can just press up twice on your directional keyboard, it'll bring that thing up again.
Does the crit double the...
Oh, that's... Okay, that balances things out a bit. That's a terrible roll. You got 4 ones.
Oh! My question still stands, though. Does a crit double the...
I don't think so, because this is a damage that's the golem itself. It's not based on your attack.
Fair enough.
Don't forget that Bard song is up. I haven't been paying attention because I spilled iced tea on my cat. Whoops, sorry.
I've done that.
At least the cat doesn't take extra iced tea damage.
So I waited to pour this into that, but there wasn't as much in there as I thought, so it like overshot and got on her tail. And she just looked at me like betrayal.
Mother, why?
I feel so bad.
All right.
But yeah.
Oh, we skipped right over 69, not nice.
Oh,
I'm sad.
heartbreak.
All right, that's Charlotte's turn. Igra, you are clinging to life.
2 action, 7th level heal.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, only 86. And 1 action, Gamma.
Charlotte, prepare the rules on your mirror thing.
1 action, Gamma kick.
36 will hit.
38 for 24 slashing on this one.
24.
That's what you meant. Okay. Super.
So 38 will definitely hit.
Yep.
And just checking that damage resistance.
24
15.
magical slashing.
All right, 24 magical slashing. So that will be, I think, 9 damage goes through.
Great. Yep.
Okay. Move on to the Iron Golem, which is going to advance on the nearest humanoid figure, which happens to be its mirror.
Choco's turn.
So, actually, it doesn't need to move. It has a reach of 10, so it's just going to stand there and lash out at the mirror. What happens when it lashes out at the mirror, Zoe?
Well, when it lashes out at the mirror, it's gonna have to make me a will save, please.
Hi, Natasha.
25.
Thanks for the follow.
It fails.
All right.
Oh.
So
It shatters
It
into
was-
mirror-like shards, inflicting bad luck on the attacker's next attacks as misfortune. Though I imagine that makes this thing shatter. And it would go after normal Ophelia because she is the closest humanoid, but Choco is in the way. So it's going to make 2 attacks on Choco. Both of them are going to be a disadvantage.
hooray! So for
Yeah.
25 for 33, is that a regular failure?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So fist first on Choco. 35.
It's disadvantage.
Pardon me, disadvantage. Yep.
Ooh.
35 will be the better one for you.
35's a hit, not a crit.
35, and then second attack. Both also disadvantage.
Oh.
Avoided the nat 20 crit.
All these
But
20s.
did not avoid the crit just because of numbers.
All right, so that'll be then 56.
Cool. Choco is
And then
32 hit points.
so that thing will have to roll for the next hour.
Okay.
No. It says for the next hour, the creature must roll its next 2 attack rolls twice. So I think that's it. That's it then.
Yeah. I mean, you saved yourself a round of punching.
Thank God.
All right, so we move on to Endures in Darkness, who heard some displeased frog noises in there, and is going to run into here. He's not going to bother with the aura thing. He's going to have to run 2 action heal 7th level on Igara. So let me just open up Endures in Darkness's spells. Boop. 84.
Cool.
Avi, your turn.
All right. I think I'm gonna do something a little silly and move directly into the room so that I can see who is covered in acid and who isn't, because I can sort of see people, but I can't really see.
The one directly to your right is steaming and melting quite badly.
As is the one directly to your left.
So that I can continue the persistent damage early in the game, I'm going to aim at the one that we have not been hitting on.
This is right.
So acid arrow to the one in the corner. That's 40 to hit to this one
42.
right here. 42.
42 is not quite a crit, sadly. It's 2 off.
I thought for a second there, I thought you were about to be like, that doesn't quite hit, and I was gonna be like,
It does hit. So that will be roll
Okay.
your extra acid damage.
I will, thank you. So that'll be What is that? 11 initial and 34 extra
Yes.
with Bard Song?
So that will be 34 plus 11. So that will be 45. Plus,
Yay!
Yay!
and I'm just going to say this, because this always bothers me. I feel like persistent damage is less important than swinging the action economy in your favor. So I would say finishing something off is better than trying to get dots going on other things.
I only have 2 of these acid arrows. I want to make them count.
Oh,
Yes,
would you like
but
to
remember,
keep one
a
more?
golem with 1 health left can still make all of its attacks at complete effectiveness and potentially kill you. A dead one
That's
cannot.
fair. Well, are any of these statues gonna do the thing?
Yes, the statue we're gonna do. The statue it comes up now. All right, so Igora, roll me a d3.
I have to reach over all the Pathfinder books I have open right now.
Wait a second. You just cast that spell, right? The acid arrow? You don't have any more acid arrows?
Yeah.
Would you like to have that acid arrow back?
You know, I would, but this is a staff
A
spell.
1. Okay, so
I
Gotcha,
don't
gotcha.
know if that applies to staffs.
all right. I'm gonna say
Although
that
you can use multiple charges from your staff for the same spell. It's not just a one and done.
I think it only has 2 charges.
It has charges equal to the highest level of spell slot you can cast.
Does that scale with how many spells I can cast, or how many?
So what's the highest level spell slot you can cast?
7, but
the staff has 7 charges. And
I was under the impression that was tethered to the highest level the staff could cast.
And whatever spell level that you just cast from the spell will deplete that many charges. So what level is that acid arrow?
That's 2.
So you have 5 charges left.
You told me staff work will. Oh, okay. So I did it twice. So it has 5 charges left.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of what Will rolled, the statue that Endures in Darkness is huddled next to suddenly glows with electrical discharge, and it fires an electric arc at the 2 golems that are about to go, and, as Will pointed out earlier, automatically hits, and both of them automatically fail their saves, so now they are both slowed. So they're going to get 1 last action each on their turns.
That's nice.
I'm confused by this whole mirror concept, but okay. As long as it's not hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we move to the really smoking golem, not because it's hot and attractive, because it's suffered a lot of acid damage. It is going to take... actually... Just double check something real quick. The golem is going to spend both of its actions to use its breath weapon.
Oh no!
It is going to extend in a 10-foot radius, basically the little square here. So I think it'll catch everyone nearby except for Charlotte.
Why did you have to think about that with the arrow pointed directly at me? Why did you have to pause?
I appreciate Will's honesty. As a DM, I appreciate his honesty. So I need everyone in there to make a fortitude save.
Fort save.
Oh
no!
What's delightful is
no!
Hero points are a thing.
I'm just reading to see how
Gama will
bad
use
this
it. Sorry, yeah, Gama will use the hero points to 28 and 30 for Gama and Igora.
The DC, I'm afraid, is 33.
Okay.
Do we know what the poison does?
Yes. It is going to do just 2d6 damage, and you are drained 1.
Ooh.
That's really bad.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
No one critically failed.
Well,
not with the hero points, no.
Not that it actually matters with poison. So you are all anyone who is affected is drained 1, and you take 2d6 poison, or pardon me, 8 poison. But that's the golem's entire turn because it was slowed because of the statue. We move on to the next one.
I lose 13 more hit points.
It has to make a choice now because it can actually see Ophelia and Charlotte now. All right, it's going to go after Ophelia. It only has 2 actions. It's just going to try and punch Ophelia twice.
Wait, Matt, I'm sorry.
Yep.
The one that just went, persistent acid.
Thank you. Is it like 3?
I believe it's a D4. Let me double check.
And then you get to roll the
It's
persistent.
a D6, so I can roll a D6.
Yeah, and then another 2d8.
Beautiful.
So a total of 11.
And it's
Thank
still
you.
on acid.
It's not
It
plus
is.
Bard Song or no, not persistent, right?
Yeah.
0 points have been gifted for us all.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Squishy.
Yay!
Fist
That'll hit.
37. Yep. So that's 32 bludgeoning, and then a second one. 25. I don't think that will hit.
Will not hit.
All right, that's the entirety of the Iron Golem's turn because they were slowed.
Persistent
Ophelia.
damage.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna keep Bard Song up.
3 plus.
Boo.
So a total of 8. And they are still acid.
Yay.
Kind of lingering composition. This
Reaction, yep.
is that it? I'll try to do other things. So 34. So that'll
a
last
success.
3 rounds.
Okay.
All right. Now, will this round count? Or because it says if your next action is to cast that cantrip. So that'll be for the next round, correct?
Yes.
All right, cool. And then let's go in with an ill omen because these guys hurt, and I would rather them not hurt, which would be great.
It should be noted, as you heard from Avi Avi, a golem is immune to spells and magical effects abilities other than its own. So with the exception of lightning, which slows it, acid, which extra damages it, and fire, which heals it, it's immune to all other forms of magic. So an ill omen.
But the last misfortune worked because it was them activating it.
Yes, because it was a mirror thing that wasn't cast directly on it. It was an effect or something. That particular spell is a bit of a tricky area.
But because this one is just going to strike them with it, then it doesn't work.
Yes, you cannot cast any magic on the golem directly.
So obnoxious.
As golems, baby.
Yep.
I know.
But they don't show up very often because they're annoying. And putting them in this campaign is kind of mean.
Yeah. That's why they keep doing it.
They've done it like 3 times.
Oh.
That is 2 times too many.
Why did I think that haste was a 3 action?
Oh.
Haste
I don't know. Who wants a haste?
I mean,
Igor probably.
I'll throw that at them.
Haste is 2.
Oh, then you could because you'd have to move actually into the room to see Igora. He's kind of got 2 corners.
No, she can see Gamma.
Oh, that's a good point.
Same
Gamma
difference.
is hard to miss.
One of the few benefits.
Actually, wait a second.
Charlotte, you will be up next.
I'm having restless right now.
You're having what?
I can't sit still right now. I'm having a problem where I'm like stimming right now and I can't like focus.
That's why I've been doing slime
So
with videos because
so
it's just been.
if I were to cast a resilient sphere around one of the golems, they would have to waste a turn attacking it.
Actually, I would say that that's accurate. It's not a spell being cast on them themselves, and it's not like they can just walk through magical effects.
I'm just gonna pop it up there so that y'all see.
One large. No, these are large creatures, actually. Gamma's not a large creature, and he's a good measuring stick. So, yeah, you would be able to put a resilient bubble around them.
Cool. I'm going to put a resilient bubble around one of these guys that is the more that has more health. So probably I don't
this
think we
one
put the one
looks
over
the
here.
sturdiest.
Yeah.
Also hasn't acted yet this round. All right, so that is going to be a reflex save to avoid this giant soap bubble. That is a failure, I'm pretty sure.
Beautiful.
Not a critical, but a failure. So
I retcon that it's literally a bubble, like a.
Ophelia takes her little rose leshy from the top of her head, and one of the things that I actually do to my roses outside, you're supposed to use a little bit of dish soap to get rid of any aphids that'll form and any mildew. So that's what Ophelia does. Her upkeep for her little rose leshy, she'll give her like a little bath. So she and Flora Bunda do her little like splish splash. I was taking a bath, do 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 do, and then she pops the bubble onto that golem.
it is also now my headcanon that through magical alchemical means, possibly through a collaboration with Charlotte, you have created dish soap in this world.
Heck yeah!
Can I offer an alternative? Like an alternate world where Ophelia instead says, I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum. And she puts him in the bubble and says, and now I'm out of bubble gum.
Charlotte, what you got for us this turn?
Oh, it's so good.
Another
What
double
I
crit?
got is a complete and total thank you to Zoe for informing me dish soap kills aphids. Thank you. I've been fighting with them for a while now.
You hear that, chat? You learn things about gardening here on the channel.
My herbs have been dying, those stinking aphids, so now I know. I'm gonna spend my next 2 actions recrafting what I just destroyed.
All right, that's 2 actions. What do you do with your third?
I throw one of the things that I crafted.
That makes sense. Chuck it.
Chuck it.
Chuck it on a directional bomb.
Just eat it. Eat it.
That will definitely
Just
hit.
Eat it.
So roll, what is it, the 6d10, I think?
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. So that's going to be...
23.
And we still have the Bard song up, right?
Yes, for
That's
3.
7 plus 23. Oh, so that nice even 30 then.
I give you pretty numbers.
And then we'll do the persistent afterwards. It's looking pretty plastic in a microwavey.
Melted.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, that was Charlotte's. Igra.
Kick the first on the one directly to Gamma's right. I got a 33 with the +2 from Bard's Song. Let's say 35.
Yep.
For 15 magical slashing.
Fortunately, none of that goes through.
Yep. Second attack. Doesn't matter because none of it will go through. And 31 becomes a 33.
Yeah. That
For
goes. A little bit
17.
damage goes through.
For 20 points of damage. So probably 5.
Oh, 20 points plus 3 damage?
No, so it's a 33 to hit.
Yeah.
And then it's 17 plus... Oh yeah, 2. And it's 19. So 4 points of damage probably.
Yeah. Looking pretty hurt. Then we move on to this, and now I have to look at the rules for the Resilient Sphere. Okay. It needs to do at least 40 damage to get through. I think it hits it automatically.
This is where I hope it
AC
doesn't
of
do
5.
a lot of damage.
All right, so fist first. 30. I don't know if it can... Yeah, it's immune to crits. So it definitely hits. Has a hardness of 10. So only does 18 damage. That's
25.
25, so that's going to be 30 something.
43 damage, and then...
Okay, so it does pop the bubble, but it spent its entire turn doing that and did not attack any of your compatriots.
Oh,
Hooray!
Endures in
it
darkness.
needs to do persistent acid.
Thank you. Do you want to roll that?
Yes.
I know you enjoy that. I will roll its save. Hopefully.
Oh.
No. It failed. They really are not good at passing their saves for the.
Listen, once you're on acid, it's hard to get off.
But
The
the
man speaks
action
truth.
economy.
I'm just saying, one of the golems could already be dead.
No, and the persistent wouldn't have stacked. That was actually
No, but if she had shot if she had shot that initial acid arrow damage at the other one, it would already be dead.
Yeah, but this one's going to be dead sooner before it can damage us more because of it. It's realistically in this situation, either one would be optimal.
Debatable, but we don't have time for that. Endures in darkness. He is going to look around here.
I'm actually with McKenna on the tactics for this one.
I am willing to debate you on this.
What?
I'm
Will and
causing
McKenna
chaos.
agree?
Listen, we've agreed on
occurrence.
McKenna and I agreed on a lot of things.
We agree on some things. I'll give you that.
Endures. He hates to, you know what? He's just gonna do a. He's going to do a. Where is it?
Electric arc.
Electric arc.
Slow.
On these. Let's see. 1, 2,
I'd say
3.
on the two that haven't acted yet.
Yeah, the two that haven't acted yet.
Yeah.
And try and slow them down. Because that actually was useful last time.
Mm-hmm.
So reflex for the one in the center. Success, but not critically, so it doesn't matter.
Still takes lightning damage.
Ooh.
Still
Success,
takes
but not
lightning
crit.
damage.
Yeah, they still take the lightning, so they're
wow.
both slowed again.
Don't
I
forget
guess I
those
forgot
two.
that slowed means that they lose an action, not that they have less movement. I always forget that.
Yeah, it can be quite useful in PF2, especially when things keep doing crazy like breath weapons or charge stuff.
Yeah.
Endures is with his one remaining action. I don't know. He's just gonna pass. Avi, you're up, and then we get the two golems again.
All right, I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna pop another acid arrow at the one directly in front of me. Ooh, that's nothing.
You want a hero point?
A hero point.
You have one. You got one.
As above,
Wow.
so below.
This is the lovely trend, the balance between those two back-to-back crits.
Yeah.
Sarah's sucking all the luck tonight.
Well, that's my turn. Don't blame Sarah for this. This is Roll20's doing.
The Iron Golem is just going to try and whack Igora twice with its fists. Did you ever stand up?
No.
Okay.
Also, I never went down, so I never had to stand up.
Oh, okay.
Why in my head did I imagine
That will
Igor
hit.
just lying on the ground,
That
the
will
sound
hit.
of God coming in?
Oh no,
saying,
the 30 misses. Oh my goodness, they actually missed me.
All right, so just the 41 bludgeoning.
Oh.
All right, we move on to the second one, who is going to try and strike at Ophelia. He's failed to kill her last turn, and they don't quit.
Wait, persistent.
Persistent.
Thank you.
Though.
All right.
I got it. Oh, well.
14,
he's no
18
longer
acid
persistent.
damage.
The acid finally causes it to collapse in on itself. It had 11 hit points left.
Oh, just as it shakes the persistent acid damage.
Yeah. It's like, I am alive. Crunches, kind of collapses in itself like a candle burning from within.
Ugh.
The other one is going to lash out twice at Ophelia with the big old metal fists. 45.
Ow.
That'll hit.
Does it crit?
I got 31 AC.
Yeah, so that's 44
That'll do a big-
bludgeoning. And then that will then meet. So that'll just be 22. So a total of 66 this turn.
All right. We
and they were-
looking.
Persistent again, McKenna, if you would be so kind.
Please.
So a total of 17, and he fails to overcome the acid. Ophelia, you're up, and there's big metal woman punching you in the face.
Didn't like that, so I'm gonna throw a mirror image up because
That
don't
will work.
hit me, please.
Right.
And then I'm going to remember because I have Bard Song up with lingering composition. Let's see. So can I use Dirge of Doom? So 30-foot ammunition that's frightened? They didn't say that they were immune to frightened.
No, they are. Plus, it's a magic
I also
effect.
think it's a mental effect.
Yeah.
Frighten's a mental.
Okay. Let's see.
God, this reminds me of PF1 days, Will, back when I had my enchantment bard. That was just, oh, golems and undead. Well, I'm useless.
I ain't got nothing I could do, I think, except for trying to hit one of them.
You can certainly try. You might crit.
I can certainly try.
Charlotte, you will be up next.
42?
42, actually,
Electric Boogaloo?
no. Their seat is 34, so you're 2 off.
Dang. Alright.
But,
it's 11 damage only.
Yeah. Pings off the outer shell, I'm afraid. All right. Charlotte, you are up. I'm going to put a little mirror image thing on.
I'm going to start off with Electric Arc.
Ooh, beautiful.
Electric Arc.
They'll probably reflex with the...
Yeah, but as long as they don't crit succeed, they'll become slowed 1.
All right. There's only 2 left, so...
Yeah, and they're within 30, so it should hit both.
They both fail, so they were both slowed.
Mm-hmm.
And 50 damage.
They don't actually take any damage from electric.
Damn. Well, they're slowed.
Yes.
So there's that.
Igura.
Okay, so I've been forgetting Choco, like I always do, although Choco probably can't damage. So Choco's going to start off by taking a bite.
Out of crime?
So it'll only be a 30 to hit this one, which will miss. You can.
Actually, technically, it's a 32 because of flanking.
Yeah, but 32.
And Bard Song.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't hit, yes.
Yeah. Gamma's then going to 3 action, just smack this thing with a kick.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Will. Did we do the statue's turn after mine?
Oh. That's
we
a
can
very
do it
good
after
point.
Will's turn. I just didn't.
Apologies. Lots going on. I will just roll a d3 this time. Okay, we get the one statue that hasn't acted yet on the far side of the room. So it is going to cast... where is the level here? It is going to cast Rusting Grasp. All right, and this has a specific effect on the golems.
Vulnerable to rust.
Yes. Hold on a sec.
Will.
No, you're good.
It affects them normally. 8d6 damage.
Nice.
A nice little
33, and it's going to take 2d6 persistent on a failed save, which it fails. So that's just going to be 33 off the middle one. Thank you for reminding me. All right, back to Igura.
Alright, so my first attack was a 37 plus 2, which is a 39 for 18 slashing damage. It is magical, so it'll become 4 or 3.
3, I think.
3, second attack.
Ooh.
36 for 23.
So that will be 8.
And third attack. 32 for 18, 20.
Doesn't hit. All right. We move to the Iron
That's
Golem.
not flanked.
Which
No,
pardon?
it's not. Well, technically, it is flanked with Gamma and Ophelia Matt.
Oh.
Because
Oh, then yes. Then that will be
Gamma's a huge creature.
5 damage gets through then.
Yay.
Every bit counts.
Yes, it does. We move on to this golem, which is slowed, which is just going to it's going to strike out an endures with its 2 actions. Because it's closer to humanoid than Choco is, and it's in the way.
I forgot to update this one's attack. Okay.
4 endures.
That's definitely going to hit. I don't think that will crit. I'm just going to roll the second attack just to see. That one will definitely not hit. So, Endures in Darkness, what is your AC? Oh, no, Endures in Darkness's AC is 30. So he is going to take 66 bludgeoning. So that's going to hurt a little bit, but he's okay. It's the first damage he's taken. So that is going to be... So he goes from 164 to 98. But that's Golem's turn. It's Endures in Darkness's turn.
I went from 201 to 1 in 1 turn, Matt.
Well, you took 2. You took like 6 attacks, so yeah. Endures only took 2 there, and actually only 1 hit. Endures is going to
has persistent damage.
Thank you. And it fails the save, so that's going to be... And then you roll a 5 and a 9, so that's going to be an additional 14. All right. Endures is going to move over here. And he's just going to hit himself with a lower level heal. Aviala, you can just start your turn. I'm just going to be rolling some things here.
Sounds good.
He's going to hit himself with a 4th level heal.
I think I will stay where I am. Do another acid arrow at the middle one. 34 with Bard
That will
Song?
just hit.
Yay! I deal 8 acid, and I'm gonna roll all the d10s. 29 additional. No, 20. 31.
30 now? Wait, what? 31.
31
41
plus 10.
damage together.
41 damage in total?
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a significant chunk of its remaining health. It is very low.
I have 1 check left. Can I do a discern secrets on the statues that are shooting stuff?
Give me a religion check.
Oh.
Worth a shot. 27.
You do know that on very rare occasions, especially in a temple such as this, sometimes divine beings are watching.
That's fun.
Then we move on
Get
to
my
the
consent?
Iron Golem. And this one I think is still slowed.
Wait.
Yeah,
The
statue again.
statues.
Yep. All right. Sarah, you haven't rolled the D3 yet.
I have to roll the d3?
Yeah, just roll a D3, like \R 1D3 or D3. Just to determine which statue, because it is random.
Not the do I
Actually, you know what?
have to?
Hold on. No, actually don't. The statues only last for 3 rounds. And this will be the 3rd time. So
What the fudge is a d3?
it's a 3-sided dice that exists only in the digital space.
No, it
No,
exists
I
physically.
have one. I have one right next to me.
I
Actually.
know.
Prove it!
It's not
Prove it
literally
right now!
No, I don't like
no,
it.
that's
Don't,
not.
No.
Anyway, we're moving on to the Iron Golem, which I think is still slowed. It's gonna try
That's
and
blasphemous.
whack Igra twice.
I cannot accept this.
40,
Hits, does not crit.
34.
Was that the one that was trying to hit me last time?
So total of no. Actually, Yes, it is actually. Sorry, yeah, this one would be going after Ophelia. Roll me a D3 Ophelia to see if yeah, it's like hold on, no, it's a D4. Because you got 3 mirror images to start with. And designate which one. Are you a 1 or a 4?
I'm always number 1.
Yeah, I believe that. All right, so it hits a mirror image. So that wasn't a crit, so that just misses. 34 would hit normally, so roll me a D3 now for the second attack.
Now that's a slash RD3, correct?
Yes.
I said slash RD3. 1D3.
Was it this kind of slash? Like,
yeah.
Ignore the brackets.
Yeah.
I think the qualm is that it rolled a d4 instead.
Space.
No, that was the first one.
It's space.
All right, so it hits another mirror image. It wasted its 2 attacks. Ophelia, it is now your turn. You have 1 mirror image left.
Roll acid damage.
Thank you.
Not you, Matt. The golem.
That is a total of 15. That is enough to collapse this one in on with its acid.
That's 2 down to persistent damage. I just gotta point that out real quick.
You see, it doesn't help. It doesn't help either of us when McKenna's allowed to become smug, Matthew.
Yes, but she's being smug when she's wrong.
And yet,
I mean, you can't blame her. She is American.
oh yeah, when you make comments
Excuse
like
me?
that, you're really not helping your case.
Anyway, Ophelia, it is your turn.
Okay. Listen. I had 20.
That will not hit.
Charlotte,
you'll be up.
Actually don't know.
Thinking.
That one was hitting Endures in Darkness, so I'm gonna give him a boost. Then either it's gonna move or it's gonna hit Choco. I think it's gonna probably move, right? Yeah.
Well, it's going to try and get to the nearest humanoid, and that's you, and Choco's in the way, so...
Choco's still fine for hit points, and Choco also has Orc Ferocity now.
Choco!
Choco's just a weird chimera at this point.
Choco, have another AC bonus.
Choco is
actually have 2 AC bonuses. And then that's a catnip. So then I'm just gonna also throw that on Gamma.
Okay.
Plus 2 AC to both of you. That's my turn.
So did you just burn 2 6th-level spells?
No, cantrips.
Yeah, but to get the +2, you have to heighten it, don't you? Oh no, it's heightened by being a cantrip. Yeah, never mind.
Being cantrip.
Sorry. I didn't see cantrip at first. Anyway,
it's been a long night. It's all good.
Yes. I don't like these big fights with the huge things with huge health pulls. It takes so long.
My first action to move closer.
It does.
Take my section action to throw a directional bomb.
I mean, it's fun being powerful characters and everything, but there's something to be said for lower level combat where things go just a lot quicker.
Well, it would go a lot quicker if they weren't resistant to everything.
Sadly, even with the Bard song, that's not going to hit. But the splash damage still triggers things, I think.
Yep.
Because it's acid splash, so roll that.
It's another 2d8. It's the same as the persistence, the area damage.
So give me another 2d8.
Is it not the full 60-10?
No, it's different if it's a splash or area of effect.
Single target is 60-10,
gotcha.
splash damage is
Otherwise, that would be really kind of easy.
Well,
So that's going to be 12 plus the 2, so that's a nice 14.
last action, utilize another craft.
All right.
I'm down.
Higura, you are suddenly a lot less in danger, it seems.
Alright, Choco's going to take their free attack on the thing beside it that keeps doing stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
things and stuff.
It's called Build-A-Bear here in America.
They will miss. Then Gamma's going to, because Gamma has a 15-foot reach. Ooh woo.
Oh!
So that'll become a 48
I mean, it's already a crit.
for 19, 20 for 21 becomes 42 points of damage.
Minus 15. Oh, I actually have to pull up the calculator for that.
Nice frog kick.
42 minus 15 equals 27. Not bad at all.
42 to hit this thing.
Sadly, you're not flanking at this point.
Nope, for 19 slashing, which will become 4. And the third attack will miss. That's my turn.
So plus
Excuse me. Sorry.
2, so 19, so we have 4.
Let's take this
All right.
thing.
The golem is no longer slowed, I think.
Yeah, it was only for the one round.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm going to punch Choco 3 times.
Go for it.
Pinch.
31.
Let me pull up Choco's sheet.
And does a +2 from Ophelia.
31 does hit, does not crit.
All right. 38 bludgeoning.
Choco's at 1 hit point.
Ooh.
Work for all
36.
three. Choco goes down to 0 hit points.
Does Choco have orc?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Choco, the first
sorry, I thought
attack,
you were...
the first attack took him down to 0. The second attack.
All right.
took
Well,
him...
then the golem is going to march over here so it can punch Ophelia next
Cool.
turn.
As it strides, I get AO.
Yes, you do.
Ha!
44.
44.
Flat-footed.
44 will
because of
hit,
movement.
so that will be 21 damage.
Does
Well,
44,
44
crit?
crit.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
So that'll be 19, 20, 21, 42, and then minus 15.
42
42.
minus 15. 27. Golems have no sense of self-preservation, so it would not attempt to avoid an AO even if it knew that was the thing.
It also
All right.
couldn't.
Imagine being able to do math in your head.
Endures is going to see the downed Choco.
Matthew. Persistent
Takes-
damage.
Thank you.
Takes 14 persistent damage.
Persistent damage ASMR.
I'm grateful for it. Anything that finishes this fight at this point.
Just
You
use
mean you don't like hour-and-a-half
use-
long
use,
fights?
Use a first level one, Matt.
Hmm?
Just use a first level one.
Sure. So that's going to be 1d8 plus 8, I think.
Yep.
9 hit points back to Choco.
Choco's still back up.
Choco.
He's going to give guidance to Gamma.
Wait, so what happens if Gamma or if Choco's back up, but it already inhabited the same square as Choco?
It's standing on Choco at this point.
Oh, that's rude.
Oh,
Avi, and then Ophelia.
Matthew, I have
Choco's
a
into it.
question. How
Yes.
long does the drain from that poison last?
Till we rest.
Till you rest?
Technically, yeah. I'm trying to think. I have to read up on poisons. It's been a while since we've done poisons. I'm like, you guys
yeah,
have been
I'm-
checking every turn? Or is it just
I
every
don't
time it's
know.
applied?
I don't know for the Iron Golem poison.
So I will worry about that
I'll
after.
I'll have to look up the creature to do that. So.
Don't worry, Will. I will take care of it. Avi, go ahead. The drained is, it's still happening now.
I'm gonna move over here.
Though I
and
would
then-
say you would get to
No, I'm
save.
not. I'm gonna move
It's not a
here.
disease, so.
It depends on the poison. Some poisons are once a day, some poisons are once a round, some poisons are once an hour. It should tell you in the poison.
No, the drain is gone. The drain was only for 1 round.
35.
That will definitely hit, so you're going to get the full damage.
17,
22 plus 17, so that will be
19
13.
plus
Thank you.
24.
19 plus 24?
19 plus 22. Only the Bard Song only gets applied once.
Oh, okay. 19 plus 24.
That
Why?
was more than enough.
Yay.
Why,
we go.
Will? Why?
Because it's just
We're in
Why?
Just because, okay?
Explain
That's
it.
just what the rules
Explain
are.
right now.
You're in a room with a puzzle
Why?
and goblin
Because-
scouts.
Don't force a DM into a corner because then they'll just start saying, because I say so.
No,
It's not a
because-
DM. It's you. You're the DM.
Can I share
am?
something cursed really quick?
Have I been running this entire encounter? What? I thought I was playing Endures in Darkness.
In the tube with my D3, I also have a D7, and it's disgusting because all of the numbers are on the curved, like the corners of the dice.
All right,
I don't like that at all.
My friends, thank you all so
I'd share.
much for coming to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands.
Bit of a slog,
Adventure
this
Path.
one.
Here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. Join us next week when we're hopefully not fighting golems.
Wait, we don't even get a snippet of what happens after the fight. It's just fights.
I
We
mean,
still have to figure out the damn puzzle in this room.
Yeah.
what happens after the golems are defeated? You are left now with 3 destroyed golems, 3 lovely statues, and an empty room with 6 doors.
So,
Technically 8.
join us next week as we start to open up some doors as we go raid Evandale tonight. Thank you all so much for coming, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everyone.